ンゼルスの順位は低迷しながらも今年も投打でチームを支えている大谷選手。今年は特に打撃で好成績を残しており、打率3位、ホームラン1位、打点3位と三冠王を十分に狙える位置につけています。あと残り50試合弱。大谷選手は三冠王を取れるのか、インターネット番組で議論されていました。
Shohei Ohtani, currently a front runner for the Triple Crown. Here is where he ranks in the AL. Averages at third at 307, home runs first at 40, RBI second with 83. And H and Dan, we are breaking down Shohei's chances of winning the AL Triple Crown. And Harold, you are literally gonna tear this apart and give us every single reason why or why not. But let's look at the previous Triple Crown candidates that almost were there but didn't quite make the cut. 2009, Albert Pujols led the NL in home runs, finished third in average and RBI. 2010, Carlos Gonzalez led the NL in average, finished second in RBI and fourth in homers. 2011, Matt Kemp led the NL in home runs, 39 RBI, 126, but finished third in average with 324. 2012, you remember this year?
Oh, yeah. No nonsense, Reynolds. That's what Miggy was telling me. What a year.
Led the AL in average, home runs, RBI. He got it done. 2018, Christian Yelich led the NL in average, finished second, though, in RBI and third in home runs. 2020, Marcell Ozuna led the NL in home runs, RBI, but he came up short in average, 338 at
in the
third.
Shortened,
but there's a consistent theme here.
2021, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He led the AL in home runs, but again finished second in average, fifth in RBI. 2022, wow, led the league in home runs, yeah.
What's your theme, Dan?
The guys that lead the league in home runs, they're not leading the league in average.
And average.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. I mean, the guys that are built to hit home runs and drive in runs, they're probably not going to get a lot of infield hits. And so, to sneak in another couple hits, you probably need to be able to beat out a ball in the hole, or, they don't do any of that. They're getting hits on hitting the ball really hard.
That's why it's such an amazing accomplishment.
It is.
To even be at this point talking about a Triple Crown. And that list of guys you just went through.
And he pitches.
And he pitches on top of that. But I tell you what, there's only one way to describe him. Do you guys remember the WBC? I want to start this whole thing.
Yes, I do.
With going back to the WBC. Yes, you were there. And when Shohei hopped in the cage, he let me follow him with the camera and talk to him. I want to give you a little taste of that as we look at the brilliance of Shohei. After about the fourth or fifth swing, he'll start to let it out a little bit. I guess not. He just went upper tank first swing. That ball's in the upper tank. Goodness gracious. You see where that ball landed?
I think a good ball. Brand new ball.
Brand new ball. What do you say about the getting away from where this ball lands? That's going to hit the scoreboard. It hit the scoreboard. So when you got rid of the leg kick, when you got rid of doing this and you went to here? Yeah, when you did, were you worried about losing power or no?
No, 100% no.
So why did you do it?
Just simple,
Make everything simple? Yeah, I'm fine. What's it like to hit a ball that far? What's that feel like?
I don't know.
Tell you what, it was so fun. But look, here's the cool thing about Ohtani. Yeah, he's chasing the Triple Crown, and we are amazed at the stuff he's able to do because each category has somebody specifically trying to do that talent. Louis Robert is not thinking about average right now. He's thinking about hitting home runs. Garcia, same thing. Now we'll go to batting average. He's chasing these two guys at the top, and I guarantee you Bo Bichette is thinking about 200 hits. So I don't think he gets this one for sure, but this is what happens. You're battling against specialists in special categories. Home runs, yes. He told me he's going to go after 63 home runs. How about the RBI? He's going to drive in runs well. That's going to come with power. But, man, this is what makes it so special and so difficult to watch. We watched Tucker last night hit a grand slam, get 4 RBIs right there in one full swoop. But what he's doing, I think Dan said it best. Not only is this, now he's going to pitch. I mean,
let me ask you guys this question.
Crazy.
See, I believe if he wasn't pitching, he would win the Triple Crown. Because, I mean, how can fatigue not be a part of his game when he gets into August and September, number one. Number two, without Mike Trout in the lineup, how does he ever get pitched to? See, like
Why is he getting pitched to?
Yeah, Bo Bichette's got a lot of protection around him. You know, Diaz leads off for him. He's got a lot of protection around him.
Yeah.
This guy's like a man on an island right now. And physically and mentally, to be able to not give away at bats, to rack up hits, I think it's just really hard to do when you're also pitching on top of it.
Let me ask you guys real quick. What are the chances that Shohei takes the AL Triple Crown? Are you
He's not going to win Triple Crown.
He's not. The average is going to get him.
Yeah, won't get the average. RBIs, home runs, he's going to be there, no doubt. But the average, he's at 307. Those guys are 320.
And RBIs are deceiving
catch up.
because that's a team stat. Like, you got to have guys on base consistently for you to get a lot of RBIs.
So you're saying there's no chance?
I don't think so. But I will say this. The little window when I was asking him about the adjustment he made hitting, and he said, I just tried to simplify things.
Yep.
His life is simple. His approach is simple. How he pitches is just, he's methodically real simple.
So then he's going to sign with a club that has no clutter in his life. So he can keep a simple routine
so he'll stay on the
going on
beach
to
in
be
LA.
the greatest player in the game of baseball.
ホームランはロバート・ジュニア選手と9本差でホームラン王はほぼ確実でしょう。打点はガルシア選手と6点差。タッカー選手がグランドスラムを放ち抜かれてしまい3位となりました。エンゼルスはランナーがいる状態で大谷選手に回す必要があります。問題は打率でビシェット選手は怪我で欠場しており規定打席到達は微妙ですが、隠れ首位打者のシーガー選手が怪我から復帰しており、現在3割5分3厘としております。このまま出場すれば規定打席に到達しそうなので、シーガー選手が欠場しない限り首位打者は難しいかもしれません。このまま怪我をせずホームラン王だけは獲得をお願いします。